me, Jamie. It's Brass Week, and the next video is hosted by Tim, who plays the trombone. Now, when we're playing in the orchestra, the trombones have a really cool job because quite often they help us set the speed or the pulse of a piece of music. And if we need to speed up, the trombones help us. And if we need to slow down, the trombones help us to do that as well. So Tim is really qualified to talk to you about speed and pulse. Now, as well as talking to you about speed and pulse, he is going to show you how to make a human drum kit, and I'm really excited about that. So if you end up doing it as a class at school or at home with your family, why don't you take a little bit of video and send it in to us via the social media links listed below in this description. So before I hand over to Tim, I'd like to say hello to a really lovely school in Oxfordshire called Chalgrove School. Hello to everyone at Chalgrove. Hope you enjoy this video, and here's Tim.
Hi, my name's Tim. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this instrument that I play. It's called the trombone, and it's made out of a metal called brass, which puts it in the same family of instruments as the trumpet and the tuba and the French horn. But before I tell you any more about it, let's have a listen. Now I'm going to play that again. Watch carefully and see if you can work out how I make the sound on my trombone and how I change the sound on my trombone to make the music. So you've seen me play this instrument and you've heard me play it. How do you think this instrument works? Do I, for example, feed it bananas, or maybe pour petrol down it, or put some batteries in? I'll let you into a little secret. This instrument works by me making a very funny noise on my lips called a buzz. And the buzz looks and sounds like this. That's a very funny noise on its own, isn't it? And you wouldn't want to pay all your pocket money to see me in concert. I walk out on stage, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Very funny noise. So I take my buzz and I put it into one of these. This is called a mouthpiece. It's got a big end and a little end and a hole all the way through the middle. So I take my buzz and I put it into the mouthpiece. But it's still not a particularly brilliant sound. But listen to what happens when I put it into the trombone. So all the music is made on my lips, and all the trombone does is make it louder. Now you may have noticed when I was playing that I was moving my arm in and out like this. And this piece of the trombone is called the slide because it slides up and down. And this helps me change the note that the instrument is playing. Have a listen to what happens when I play a note and move the slide away from me. Did you hear the note change? Yeah, I'll do it again. And then have a listen to what happens when I put the slide away from me and pull it towards me. So as I move the slide away, the note goes down. And as I pull the slide back towards me, the note goes back up again. And this is because the trombone is basically a great big long tube. And I put my buzz into the mouthpiece and it goes down the slide, down the tube in the slide and around the bottom, and then back up and over the top and then out of the end of this piece called the bell, because it sounds like one. But when I move the slide away from me, look at all that extra distance that the buzz has to travel. And this is the important thing to learn about musical instruments, that the longer the instrument is, the lower the note that comes out. And the smaller the instrument is, the higher note that comes out. So now you know how the trombone works. I make a funny noise on my lips, and then I move my arm up and down to change the length of the trombone. And that's where all the music's made on the trombone. Time to have some fun with it. Now sometimes when you're listening to music, the music can be very, very, very slow. But sometimes it can be really, 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 really quick. And this is to do with something called pulse. And pulse is the speed of a piece of music. And when you're dancing along to a piece of music, you're dancing to the pulse. So we're going to have a little bit of fun now with some exercises about pulse. So have a listen to this piece of music and see if you can march along like you're soldiers. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Should we try doing that a bit faster? Left, right, left, right. For this last part, we're going to turn your whole class into a great big drum kit. And to do that, we need to split your class into 3 different groups. One group is going to be playing the bass drum, like this. Boom, 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 boom. Should we try that? Ready? And boom, 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 boom. Very good. One group is going to be playing what's known as the snare drum, which is an instrument that sounds like this. Should we try that together? Ready, and. Very good. And one group is going to be a bit of a cheeky group. This group, rather than being marching along like soldiers in time, we're going to be tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoeing. And we're going to be making a little clap sound like this. So it's going to look like this. Ready, and. Should we try that together? Ready, and. Brilliant. So now we're going to combine all of those together alongside the pulse and my trombone playing to make a piece of music with a class drum kit. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Well, we've come to the end of this video, but I hope you've enjoyed finding out a little bit about the trombone and how it works, and you found out a little bit about pulse and moving to the pulse and making music together. I hope you've had fun. Bye bye.